Hey everybody, how's it going? Mike from the Focus Garage here, and in today's video, we are going to be doing a little bit of an unboxing first before we hop into the garage, and obviously the product is very self-explanatory. We've got two packages of LED light bulbs here from Auxito, and we're going to be installing them in our Saturn Vue. Now I want to give a huge shout out to Auxito before we go ahead and start this video here on these bulbs, but let's just jump right into it here. We're going to be installing LED low beams and fog lights on our 2004 Saturn Vue Redline. Currently that vehicle is equipped with halogens and it is bad to drive at night. I feel like I am driving with candle power, and I think that may be part of the reason I had that experience with a deer running into me, because I couldn't see properly. But first things first, let's open these up, look at the bulbs, talk about what makes them different. So here we go. Just kind of going to pull the package apart here. For the Saturn, it looks like you are going to be using a 9006/HB4 style low beam bulb. And right away, the neatest thing you see about this is it's actually packaged with gloves, so that way you're not touching anything that shouldn't be touched. You've got a product manual here, which I did browse through a little bit. Very informative. Depending on the style of the bulb that you have, it tells you how to remove it, the way the connectors work and everything like that. And then here we've got the bulbs. So you can see you've got your little O-ring there. You've got massive heat sinks in them. And then you've got obviously the chip of the bulb there. I'll pull one of these out here as to not touch anything. So here you can see the full kind of construction of the bulb. Very nice feeling. You know, everything's a nice uniform color. Doesn't feel like cheap brittle plastic that's going to break in my hand or anything like that. And those are obviously the low beams. Now, if you want a little bit more info about it, again, here's what you've got there. It's a 9006 bulb. And let's go ahead and pull out the fog lights. Fog lights, since they're a little bit smaller bulbs, you're not going to get the gloves or anything like that. But same thing, you've got the connector that'll plug into the car, and then the way that the bulb attaches to the vehicle there. The fog lights are going to be a 880/893/899 style bulb, and we've got these in a 6500 white color, so that's kind of what that looks like there. Now, something neat about Auxito is they provide a 24-month warranty with their product, so they really stand behind their bulbs. I can't wait to get these installed and really join the 21st century with lighting on this vehicle, because like I said, it has been bad seeing at night. So without any further ado, let's hop into the garage and get started on this installation. Now, we are in the garage here with the good old Saturn Vue, and we're going to jump right into this. The coolest thing that I've done some research about, and I hope that it holds true, is that in order to get to the fog light that's down here, rather than having to crawl through the wheel well or go underneath the vehicle and lift it, once I've got this headlight removed, I should be able to have access to the fog light right from above here. I should be able to twist and remove that bulb. So we'll see if what I read online holds true and if that ends up being the case. Now, to get the headlight off this vehicle, you're only going to need two things. You're going to need a longish handle, a flat blade screwdriver, and you're going to go ahead and push down through here. There's a clip that you'll release. But first things first, you're going to need your 10mm socket. So there's just two 10mm bolts on top here. You're going to go ahead and take those out, and then there should be a retaining clip that you'll release down through that hole once you've got these out. So let me go ahead and pull those bolts out and show you what you're working with. Forgot one last little important tip for you here. Obviously, before you can remove the headlight, you're going to need to take out the corner light, and that is super easy. There's just this little push pin done here, which you can pry up and release. So you remove the push pin, pop out those two 10mm, and then there's never a good video on this, and I understand why. So deep down into this hole here, you can see it all the way through there, the white and the black, is the push pin that you're going to need to release when you're kind of pulling this off of the car. So with the corner light removed, with those two 10mm removed, you can reach down there with your screwdriver and get that out. I'm going to show you once I've got the fixture removed from the car here, just to make it a little bit easier. So without getting too crazy here, I've got everything removed. You can see the corner light is now gone with the one little push pin up there, and I've got the whole headlight assembly out here. I'm just going to kind of want to point to you with what you're working with. You can see this here. This is what you're pushing down through in this little hole. Nobody shows it, but there is this little hole here with a tab on the back, and when you push down on this tab, it separates it from the fixture that it's in on the car. So super simple. Once you've got it off, you can kind of see obviously. There it is there. It's just this. You're pushing in on that while pulling the whole housing forwards. And that's it. It's out of the car. Super, super easy. Obviously, you're going to look at where your low beam is now. So the middlemost bulb is my low beam. You're just going to go ahead and twist and remove that bulb, and you should be good. Very standard fare for a headlight. So the headlight sits in the housing like this. You twist it to remove it, and then to unplug it, you've just got, obviously, this little ear here. You pry it up, remove the plug, and you've got the whole factory bulb removed. Not too bad. New bulb is obviously going to go in the exact same way. You're going to put it into the car, twist it tight, and you're going to plug it into the housing right there. Super easy. There's your tab, marked right there, positive, negative. And there is your heat sink cooling fan. With the headlight removed, you've got pretty good clean access below to see the fog light here. And the fog light is going to be this whole housing poking off the front of the bumper. You've just got this red plug on it here, and you're going to go ahead and unplug that. And then you can twist and remove the fog light bulb. This is what this bulb looks like here. Nothing too crazy, so let's go ahead and prepare the new LED bulb for the fog light. Here's your LED for the fog light bulb. It's obviously going to replace the entire fixture that came out. You've got the tabs, it just goes in and twists, and then this will plug into your factory wiring. Pretty simple. Once you've got everything ready to go and your new bulb installed, it's really not too bad. You're going to want to hook this, obviously, in through that little clip in the back there. There you go. You can see that white clip directly all the way back there. This obviously hooks into that. But yeah, I removed the entire assembly from the vehicle, so I'm going to want to obviously put my bulbs back in here. I've got my LED bulb in the middle, but I want to pop my factory bulbs back in here, and then we'll go ahead and reinstall it in the vehicle. So once you got it all installed, this is what you are working with. You got that cool blue 5000, 6000K matching for the headlight and the fog light. Now this should really, really help me see at night. Just wanted to grab another shot there with the hood closed and the lights on. So this is what we've got. Nice, crisp, bluish white light coming out of the front of it, and I cannot wait to see, you see all the light there, what this looks like at night. So I didn't want to close out this video until I was able to do some night driving first, and sure, I don't have comparisons of what it was like with the halogens, but pretty much just picture driving at night without headlights on. I mean, it was that bad with this car. And here's what we've got now. So you got an occasional street light here, but it's pretty much darkness over here. I mean, the sun is set, and this is what we've got. This is, again, just with the low beams and the fog lights. And I would say that this is a very, very usable amount of light. I was fearing with putting them into reflector lenses instead of projectors or anything else like that there'd be a lot of scatter or that the light wouldn't really be usable, but I'd say it's really good. Here's fog lights off. You can see kind of the difference it makes in front of the car there. Pop them back on. You've got the fog lights there, the low beams there. It's a lot of usable light. Very, very happy how it turned out. I'm gonna have the link to the product and the company in the description down below. Again, I want to give a huge shout out to Auxito. The bulbs look awesome and they work flawlessly. If you guys have any kind of questions about the installation or anything like that, definitely drop it in the comments down below. I'd love to help you guys out. Very, very happy with how these bulbs look and how they work, and I would definitely do it again and recommend it to anybody that's looking to upgrade their halogen bulbs to some LED bulbs. I'll catch you guys in the next one.